Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey folks, I'm Platter video series of videos I've been doing for the while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that the time I'm doing this, folks, I may or may not be doing this from outside of a Whole Foods parking lot. But anyway, we'll get to that. So yes, indeed. I go over there, I try stuff, I talk about it, I give you my thoughts that come from my brain, they go to my mouth, I spew them out into the ether, and then I can only assume magic happens, and somehow my phone acts as some sort of magical tuning device that then records these things and gets it out to you. That's how technology works, right? Right. But yeah, today I'm doing it from inside the truck. I am definitely doing it from outside, or in a parking lot outside of a Whole Foods. What else am I doing, folks? Well, I'm wearing a cool shirt. Folks, when I wear cool shirts, I like to highlight the cool shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing? Boom! Head PE shirt. What the fuck is Head PE? Well, Head PE is a band. They've been around actually for quite a while now, since sometime in the early to mid 90s. I forget exactly their starting date. At this point, the lead singer is the only original member left. Like, all the other ones are long since gone, but super cool band. They've had a really just fun evolution to watch over the years. I've seen them live a few times. They're fantastic live. If you ever get the opportunity, please do yourself a favor. And if you want a sampling of that, sampler platter and all, I actually have some videos from performances of theirs that I've seen on this very channel, just in case you're interested. But anyway, what am I doing for you? Why am I outside of a Whole Foods? Well, so this is a special episode because this is a fan request episode, which, by the way, I can occasionally do fan request episodes, so if you ever want me to try something on the show, I'll see what I can do. Sometimes I can go with it, sometimes, one person was like, oh, could you try out this one restaurant? It was like, sure, and then I looked it up, and I think it was an hour and a half out of my way. It's maybe if I'm in the area for some reason, but, we have to restrict things to a certain radius. But yes, so Mr. Odeh Kahled, that's how I'm going to go with that. Odeh Khaled. I apologize if I'm butchering the hell out of that. That's just the only way I can think that would be pronounced. He wanted to see me go over there and do some more Zevia reviews because not too long ago I did a review of Zevia creamy root beer. I did that because I love root beer, not because I was particularly interested in trying Zevia, but I figured I'd give it a go. But he wants to see me review the other ones to hear my opinion on them, so that's what we're going to do. To that end, folks, what am I trying for you? Well, we got two. We're going to do, boom, Zevia Cola, and boom, Zevia Cream Soda. Because, yes, these were the most, the other, none of them are particularly wacky flavors or anything, but these two were the two, I don't know, all the other ones were basically fruit flavors and stuff. That's not true. One of them's a ginger ale, but I just, these two. I figured cola is a good way to start. Cream soda, I like cream soda. In fact, I did a cream soda special, folks. I did 25 cream sodas. It's a 3-part episode. Go watch that one if you're interested. Let's try out some Zevia 0-calorie soda. 0 sugar, contains caffeine, naturally flavored, all that good stuff. It's basically a sort of quasi-healthy soda. All right. I'm really glad that Whole Foods, because you can get this stuff at most places, but Whole Foods, you can just buy them individually. I don't know that I want an entire case of this stuff, so let's give it a go on the cola. It's okay. It's kind of like a less good Diet Coke, is how I'm going to put it. It doesn't really have a proper cola bite to it. It has the flavor to it. But even then, it's more subdued than you would get from a Pepsi or a Coke. I think because, obviously it's 0 calories, 0 sugar, so it's not going to be as punchy with the flavor. So it ends up tasting more like a diet soda to me. I don't, because the thing is, I'm okay with diet sodas, actually. I like them more than zero sugar sodas. So I have to give them credit for that because this is a zero sugar soda that tastes more like a diet soda. So that's at least a step up in my book. Now that said, I run into a few problems. Number one is that Zevia has been around for a while. I don't know exactly how long, but they're not a new product. And the thing is, as we go ever forward, more and more companies are doing zero sugar stuff, and more companies are going over there and they're getting better at hiding the zero sugar aspect. So the fact that Zevia was able to go over there and get these to taste, again, more like a diet soda instead of straight up zero sugar, I'll commend them on. But I did a review of Pepsi Zero Sugar, their new formula of it, and that's pretty close to normal Pepsi. So this doesn't look quite as spiffy as it originally did. The other thing is, the initial taste is kind of, like I said, like a Diet Coke or a Diet Cola, just not as punchy with the flavor. The thing is, after that, it has kind of an aftertaste. And it had the same thing with the root beer, but the root beer did a better job of hiding it. So I'm guessing when it comes to like branded sodas and drinks and stuff, if they have like different flavors and things, a lot of times they're working off like the same base. So like Monster has like a base flavor that they're always working off of. There's another one I can't think of. Like Crush is a great example. Different fruit flavors, but if you taste them next to one another, they all have a distinct Crush flavor. Zevia, I'm guessing, basically works the same way, and unfortunately that aftertaste seems to be part of the base flavor, and it's not one that I'm that big on. It's not hugely abrasive, but it's almost like a slight bitterness to it. And yeah, the whole thing with this is it kind of feels like a faux cola. And like it has all of the things, all the elements of a cola, but they're just like tuned down and not as good as what I would want from a normal cola. So, but maybe the cream soda will do better. Let's give this one a shot. I like cream soda. Like I said, I did. Go watch the cream soda special. Nobody watched the cream soda special, and it took a long time, and I bought a lot of cream soda. It smells like cream soda. That makes me happy. This one, way better than the cola. Way better than the cola. I think with this one, I think it kind of works the same way as the root beer, where the creamy aspect of it and everything, it kind of helps subdue some of that kind of Zevia aftertaste. It's still there a little bit, but it's not as prominent. And even though it's zero sugar, the flavoring itself, it just tastes a little bit sweeter. Like, this one isn't bad. I can almost get down with this one. It reminds me a little bit of, like, back in, like, God, I don't even know how old I would have been. Back when I was a lad. Let's just put it that way. I remember Walmart had their own soda, and this is, like, back before, like, Great Value and stuff. And I forget what the brand was, but I remember, like, my dad was into it, and I wasn't so much. And he would get root beer and he would get cream soda. And I remember the cream soda in particular it just didn't taste as good as I wanted cream soda to taste. This is kind of what that reminds me of. It feels more like an off-brand soda. And that's okay. It's, like I said, especially compared to the cola, I'll give it to it. This actually is pretty decent for what it is. Again, it does run into the same problems as the cola and any of the other Zevia drinks at the end of the day. There are zero sugar stuff. There's zero sugar A&W now, and that's definitely better than this. But out of the Zevia flavors that I've had, of 3 now, I would say I like this one a little bit less than the root beer, but I think that's more just because I prefer root beer to cream soda. And I definitely like it way more than the cola. So far, the cola is, is definitely the weakest. It's not bad. I can kind of get down with it. It tastes like a cream soda. Just like I said, just not just a not as good, slightly flat cream soda with just a little bit of that Zevia aftertaste. But it's closer than the other ones, so well, closer in the cola anyway. So, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get him again? Would I recommend him? The cola, definitely not. I don't really dig this one. I think that, like I said, especially with the fact that there are zero sugar colas and stuff out there, they might not be 0 calorie, but they're just way better. I feel like this one, it was of its time, and I feel like it's been leapfrogged at this point. The cream soda, you know what? I don't know if I would get it again as like any type of a regular thing, but if I did want to shift more to 0 sugar sodas, I could see potentially grabbing it. It's not my favorite thing though, and as to whether or not I would recommend it, the thing is, for me, it just keeps coming back to the fact that it's like I could get 0 sugar A&W, I could get 0 sugar Pepsi. I don't think Zevia does a bad job or anything, but I just feel like now there's better options. But at the same time, again, I don't know everything that goes into it and stuff. Maybe these are, better in terms of the overall ingredients and stuff. So it might be something to check out for you. I'm not going to say don't give them a shot. I think there's better options. But anyway, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year. And folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly 0 sugar rest of your life. I don't know if that's you don't want too much sugar, but you still need sugars in your body to, go over there and help biology. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do. Especially if you have a day like today where everybody's, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's a nice 50-degree day. It's way too sunny. I don't like the sun. I think you all know I don't like the sun. I don't like the sun. Puts me in a bit of a grumpy mood. But take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to do. Folks, go over there and maybe you're going to try out yourself some Zevia, cola and or cream soda, as I've done here today. And maybe you're going to be a much bigger fan of it than I am. Maybe you're going to be like, man, this guy's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This is the best stuff in the world. All right, that could be the case. It's not my take on it, but that can be yours. And maybe you go over there, maybe you're so into it, you go over there, you pitch a Zevia sitcom to Netflix, because let's be honest, man, they're just throwing shit at the wall at this point. They're just like, I don't know what we're doing. So then you go over there, they get it together, I don't know, get Tom Holland to star in it. He could be the cola. And, it's like a whole thing. Maybe it's animated, maybe, then maybe you move into live action. Maybe it becomes a whole thing, folks, of Zevia-related media. But then it goes all Hollywood and everything, and it's not as cool anymore, and hipsters hate it. And, you can never win. Or conversely, don't do that, because that seems unlikely to succeed and completely unwanted by the universe. Maybe just go over there and watch a Tom Holland movie. His Spider-Man movies are really good. Bye!